Thank you for staying with us on the Joy News Prime Time. Now for the sports, I'm Gary Al Smith. We begin with the Normalization Committee special competition, and Kim Grant, coach of Hearts of Oak, is eager to use the tournament to convince the board of the club of something. What's that?
It's something I can do. At the end of the day, all I have to do is do my job, focus on trying to build this team and win games. We're not going to win every single game. It's just impossible. Even the top teams in the world will not win every single game. But at the end of the day, what I'm going to do is give 100% in my commitment to this football club and make sure that I build a successful team for long term. It depends. At the end of the day, I'm with the board. They make the decisions. If they're not happy with my job, no problem. I move on. But at the end of the day, I'm here. And they have to understand that this club has not been successful for a very long time. And they have to understand we are building something different and new. And I do plead they've got to support these young boys because they give everything for this football club. And they need to support them through thick and thin. And the club is going forward. And the supporters also have to try to understand that they have to go forward with us and be on the same boat.
And our next story, the Association of Goldfields Ghana Limited to football in this country is never in doubt. You may recall that it was through their sponsorship largely that the Black Stars were able to make their first World Cup in 2006. Now they are turning their sights on Premier League club Medeama SC, who for a long time have been playing at the Tarkwa NA Park, or as they call it, the TNA Park. But now Goldfields wants to give them a new ultra-modern home.
I believe that if you look at Ghana, sports or soccer is the passion of the nation. And we've been lucky to have Medeama around our catchment area, Tarkwa, where most of our workers actually reside. So if you look at the stadium that we currently have, the TNA Park, it's just a park. So we believe that with gold all over at Tarkwa, we need to give Tarkwa something that is actually befitting the status of Tarkwa as a gold mining town, just like we have at Obuasi, and that is why we decided to go into this. We also see it that it's an opportunity to actually also create a lot of economic activities within the catchment area as well. Because when you have this sports stadium within that area, what happens? You have other businesses like transport, you have other businesses like restaurant, other businesses like hotel also coming up to take advantage of that. These youngsters will also actually harness their talent as well. So it's a host of things that came into play. That's why we went into this.
Should be exciting by the time it's done. No timeline has been given for the projects though, and so we just wait for its completion. Moving on to the UEFA Europa League. After the exertions of the Champions League on Tuesday and Wednesday, time for some Thursday night football. Arsenal, Chelsea headline the English teams in the competition at the moment. Chelsea living on the edge, winning 4-3 against Slavia Prague. But don't forget that they won 1-0 in the first leg, and so it's 5-3 on aggregate. Chelsea took a quick 3-1 lead, only for the score to be this right now. Eintracht Frankfurt lead 2-0 against Benfica. Napoli are being pegged back in Italy by Arsenal by a goal to nil, and on aggregate that's 3-0 at the moment. And Valencia, after 84 minutes, are leading by 2-0 against Villarreal. The winner of Arsenal-Napoli faces the winner of Valencia-Villarreal. The World Cup will be with us in a couple of years, in 2022 to be exact. And Qatar are amping up their preparations. The latest is to put an African superstar, probably one of the best the continent has ever produced, as a global ambassador.
Former Cameroon and Barcelona striker Samuel Eto'o has been named as the global ambassador for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Eto'o, who played in 4 World Cups, will work with the Supreme Committee for Delivery and Legacy on projects that include workers' welfare and event experience at the World Cup. The Cameroonian star will form part of the first ever FIFA World Cup to be held in the Middle East.
It's a great honor to be an ambassador, and I hope I'm able to deliver what's expected of me. Football goes much farther than politics. It's important that football travels the world because it's everywhere. It's an incredible social force. It has an impact on our lives, even on the lives of those who don't love football and don't pay attention to football. I'm happy that Qatar is and will be the face of football for a month during the World Cup, and Qatar will also be the face of the Middle East.
To tennis, and the Monte Carlo Masters is on. Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal and Medvedev are all through to the next round.
Current world number one Novak Djokovic made light work of America's Taylor Fritz in their third-round encounter at the Monte Carlo Masters. Djokovic won 6 break points, with the 21-year-old American never really troubling the Serbian as he powered his way to a straight sets victory, winning 6-3, 6-love as he next faces Daniil Medvedev in the quarterfinals.
Record 11-time Monte Carlo Masters champion Rafael Nadal met Grigor Dimitrov in the third round on Thursday afternoon. The King of Clay was in devastating form in the previous round, dropping just 2 games in his clash with compatriot Roberto Bautista Agut. Bulgaria's Dimitrov put up more of a fight in the third round, even bagging a break point of his own in the 7th. But at the end of the day, Nadal had too much firepower, breaking the Bulgarian twice to take the set 6-4. Nadal was fully in his element by the second and stormed past Dimitrov with relative ease, winning 3 games on the spin with the world number 28 staring down the barrel. The Spaniard went on to win the set 6-1 to wrap up a rather comfortable straight sets victory.
Day 4 of the Monte Carlo Masters saw 6-seed Stefanos Tsitsipas take on Russia's Daniil Medvedev. Having never dropped a set in his opening 3 matches, Medvedev continued his streak by winning the first set 6-2. Tsitsipas, however, found his rhythm in the second set, going 3-love up as he won the set 6-1. In the end, Medvedev claimed his 4th successive win against Tsitsipas, taking the last set 6-4 in a match that lasted over an hour and 45 minutes.
Tomorrow is Preview Friday. Join us for all the previews for all the leagues and also the big major international sporting events. I'm Gary L. Smith, and that's the sport for now.